my LinkedIn smile. What's up? Let's see, let me get in focus. Bow, bow. Get in focus. All right. What's up, y'all? Every time I do another one, I say, oh, it's been a minute. But it has been a minute. Been getting after it. Been all over for real. Been, working through shit. I may or may not have bronchitis. Going to the doctor for like the first time in maybe 8 years. So send them vibes my way. I can get a general practitioner. I don't even know if that's proper terminology, but I've Googled some stuff. So pretty big deal. I've got like 113 views on my last 2 videos, which getting pretty famous, so if I act different when you see me in person, just know that's why. No, I appreciate everybody showing love for real. That's super dope. I've met some really cool people doing these, which is funny. I got some really dope feedback. Heard a lot of nice things. I got a couple downvotes. Fuck y'all. But I love you still. No love has been lost on my end. Godspeed. Alright, so the other day, I end up north in Chicago by where I used to go to school. Give a little background on me. 2011, I went to Loyola. It's a degree in entrepreneurship, big dog shit. And I was bullshitting. It was what one may say is not a model representation of a Jesuit academy. And so, and definitely was paying way too much money to be bullshitting like I was. Went back to Missouri State. I went to Missouri State for 3 years, graduated, moved right back here. And I'm staying on the train stop that used to be at school 2 nights ago. And it sort of just hit me. I was kind of sad. It was kind of like, I was reflecting on all the years I missed out on. And it just hit me. And then, then another time. So there's one time I'm just sitting back reflecting like, damn, shit used to be really dope. Or so I thought. It was just making sounds. And then she's dreaming. She's like barking, like crumbling. Okay, so then I'm like reflecting back on those days and like thinking so fondly of them and so highly of them. When in reality, there was mad stress and mad dissonance and a lot of pressure coming from a lot of different places, and I was bullshitting and I wasn't nearly as happy as I felt like in my reflections. And so then another time in fucking Los Angeles or something, which coming from St. Louis, like to even say that you're in Los Angeles is fucking crazy. But I'm like in Los Angeles thinking about this one time I was in San Francisco just sipping coffee on the side of the street and like thinking so fondly of these times. And it made me realize that in these reflections, I get closer and closer to focus. In these reflections, I always think about all the really good stuff, and I completely disregard all the stressors and all the worries. And it made me realize that, like, right now, there's going to be something we'll look back on extremely fondly. Like, what is it right now that we're living that we're going to look back on and just be like, so wide-eyed to and like, damn, that was a good time. Because no matter all the bullshit we're going through, like, bro, maybe bronchitis with my anxiety could be something 10 times worse. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on with my chest. Godspeed. But I'll look back on this time and think about like all the dope travels and all this shit. But I completely disregard all the stresses and the financial stresses and bro, I just haven't been eating enough food. Like, that's stressing me out, like trying to get 3 meals in a day, which is a funny problem. But there's always stressors and there's always something to worry about. And on the opposite end of that, there's always something you can look back on fondly. Like, I look back on all the times me and the homies were kicking it freshman year and bullshitting and just meeting new people and wilding. And then I look back on San Francisco like a dopamine rush when I was sipping coffee on the side of the street. But like, I got so much dope shit going on right now too, as do we all. Like, we all got fucked up shit going on, I'm sure. But also really dope stuff. So like, Oh, another good example is relationships. We can break up with somebody and we can look back on that relationship and like this green ass grass, like looking about all the good times and completely disregarding how shitty and fucked up that relationship was. Like we can't choose to see what we want, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to see the full picture. Like yeah, there were maybe some good times in that relationship, but there's a reason y'all broke up and like there were probably a lot of shitty times. You feel me? So that's it. Like just when you reflect, I think it's okay to reflect and look back fondly, but don't let that affect your today. Because I'm living this beautiful life with a lot of beautiful people doing a lot of beautiful shit that's extremely fulfilling. But in one moment, I can jump on that train stop and be like, damn, those times were fire. And I think that's just extremely important because it can put us in like a sad place or make us not appreciate right now. And it's like, no, think about you in 5 years. What will be your fond memories right now? And lay into those motherfuckers. You feel me? Like, I also, watching these videos, realize how much I can't breathe out of my nose really. So how much you can like hear my sniffles. But yeah, like be conscious of your thoughts and the emotion and the weight that those carry, and don't let yourself get down on yourself looking back at your past that wasn't real. Like look back fondly and then be today. Like what's your dope? What are you gonna look back on today? Like what's dope today for you? What are your fond memories today? What are you creating? Create those. Put yourself out there. And another important thing in this whole grand scheme of things is realize all the stressors you've had in the past and how much shit you've overcome. Like Jonice and I went and stayed in this bus up in these fucking mountains by like an hour south of Yosemite, like outside of Fresno. Shaver Lake, shouts out to Bigfoot. And shit was stressful getting up there. Like we show up at 10:30 at night. We just got the Airbnb, the bus B&B. Like I want to say an hour before we got there, which was mad stressful. We show up at 10:30 in a rental car with no insurance, which was fucking stupid, bro. Stupid. And we're driving up this back dirt road, which I'll probably throw a video up online because I recorded us driving up during the day. And like we can't make it up the hill, yo, at 10:30 at night. And in a rental with no insurance, so it's on my insurance. Don't come for me from the car company. It's on my insurance. And so I'm like, oh, bro, like this is awful. And then so we go stay in a hotel, go back the next morning, we make it happen, we'll get up there. And I'm just sitting in that moment, and I'm scared of bears. I'm scared of Bigfoot now, numerous of them. Do your Googles. And just everything that can come with it. And it's so easy to get caught up in that stress in the moment. But in the future, I look back like, oh, that trip was so dope. Like we were up in the mountains, disregarding all that fucking stress, which is like a perfect representation of this mindset. Is like, no, that moment was stressful. And then, so you can either go make sure you look back and see it all, or make sure when you're in the moment that you're taking everything in and not just the stress. It's okay to be mildly stressed, be aware, be safe, but know that there are dope things happening amidst all this stress that you're going to reflect on highly, assuming you make it out alive. Which I did, so I still got to return my bear mace. I bought it and didn't unpackage it, so let's go. But yeah, just what is the moment right now for you that you'll look back on fondly? What are these memories that you're making that you'll look back on and think highly of? Or these relationships or these events happening in your life, like just the good shit. Like there's something for sure. Love, man, fuck with y'all. Don't live with your back. I'm getting my tax shit taken care of from my old Who Cry Wolf shit. So I ended up owing like $3,300 theoretically because I never filed But they told me if I file that I won't owe that. So stay tuned. Then I'm gonna do some Don't Lift With Your Back shit and get some merch going. But I'm just getting all my legal shit, my health shit taken care of. The kids out here. Godspeed, fuck with me, holler at me. Go100 on Instagram, which is probably how you found this. Or the Don't Lift With Your Back YouTube. Subscribe because it helps my numbers. I don't even know if I'm not on YouTube like that, but it helps my numbers. So fuck with me, subscribe, like shit, throw that thumbs up. If you throw that thumbs down, I get it, dog. I feel you. Live.